Good morning, students. Today we will talk about Civics Chapter 3, Parliament and Making Laws. First, we will talk about the decision of people matters in a democratic country. As you also know that India has become independent on 15th August 1947. Preceding this was a long and difficult struggle in which many sections of society participated. People from various backgrounds joined the struggle and they were inspired by the ideas of freedom, equality, and participation in decision making. People and their representative. How does the individuals give approval to the government? People would elect their representatives to the parliament. One group from among these elected representatives from the government, the parliament, which is made up of all representatives together, controls and guides the government. It means during elections, individuals exercise their right to vote for the candidates they believe will represent their interest and concern effectively. The elected representatives, in turn, from the government, by voting individuals provide their approval and consent to the government, granting it the mandate to govern and make decisions on their behalf. Regular elections are a fundamental aspect of democratic governance, as they allow citizens to express their preferences and have a say in shaping the policies and laws that affect their lives. The process ensures that the government remains accountable to the people and reflects their collective will in the decision making process. The role of Parliament. But first, we will understand that what is Parliament. Parliament is the supreme legislative body in a democratic system of government. It is a formal institution where elected representatives come together to debate, discuss and make laws for a country. Now, we will understand that what is the role of a parliament. The parliament in our system has immense powers because it is the representative of the people. Elections of the parliament are held in a similar manner as they are for the state legislative. The Lok Sabha is usually elected once every 5 years. The country is divided into numerous constituencies. Each of these constituencies elects one person of the parliament. In another slide, we will discuss about the functions of the parliament. Now, the functions of parliament. As I told you that India has numerous constituencies, each of these constituencies elects one person to the parliament. The candidates who contest elections usually belong to different political parties. Once elected, these candidates become member of parliament or MPs. These MPs together make up the parliament. Once elections to the parliament gave taken place, the parliament needs to perform the following functions. Parliament needs to perform the following functions. First one is to select the national government and second one is to control, guide and inform the government. In Lok Sabha, after the election, a list is prepared showing how many MPs belong to each political party. And we will also understand that what is opposition party. There are 543 elected plus 2 Anglo-Indian nominated members in Lok Sabha. For a political party To form the government, they must have a majority of half the member, that is 272 members elected MPs. A majority party should have at least one or more. The opposition in parliament is formed by all the political parties that oppose the majority party formed. The largest amongst these parties is called the opposition party. Overall, Rajya Sabha's functions are essential in upholding the principles of democracy, ensuring representation and contributing to the process of lawmaking in India. We will talk about functions of Rajya Sabha, but first we will understand the power of Rajya Sabha. There are 233 elected members plus 12 members nominated by the President. Rajya Sabha plays a crucial role in the process of lawmaking. It reviews, debates and votes on bills that are introduced in Parliament. While the Rajya Sabha can suggest amendments to bills, it must agree with Lok Sabha, the lower house, for a bill to become law. Now, the functions of Rajya Sabha are: the Rajya Sabha can also initiate legislation. A bill is required to pass through the Rajya Sabha in order to become a law. The members of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the elected members of the legislature assemblies of various states. Difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. In Lok Sabha, people are directly elected by eligible voters. In Rajya Sabha, people are elected by the elected member of state legislative assemblies. In Lok Sabha, normal life is 5 years. In Rajya Sabha, there is no subject to dissolution, but 1/3 of its members retire every 2 years. In Lok Sabha, maximum strength of the House is 552. In Rajya Sabha, it has no more than 250 members. In Lok Sabha, money bills can only be introduced, and also it is the Lok Sabha which grants the money for running the administration for the country. The Rajya Sabha does not exercise much power over money bills. The Lok Sabha is more powerful than the Rajya Sabha, and the Rajya Sabha is less powerful than the Lok Sabha. To control, guide and inform the government. In this, the parliament begins with a question hour. The question hour is an important mechanism through which MPs can elect information about the working of the government. By asking questions, the government is alerted to its shortcomings. The government also comes to know the opinion of the people through their representatives in the parliament, the MPs. In all matters dealing with finances, the Parliament's approval is crucial for the government. Basically, this is very important way through which the Parliament controls the executive. In this, the opposition parties play a crucial role in the healthy functioning of a democracy. They highlight drawbacks in the various policies and programs of the government and mobilize popular support for their own policies. And the government gets valuable feedback and it's kept on its toes by the question asked by the MPs. In addition, in all matters dealing with finances, the Parliament's approval is crucial for the government. The MPs as representatives of the people have a central role in controlling, guiding and informing Parliament, and this is a key aspect of the functioning of Indian democracy. How do new laws come about? When people feel there is a need of law, they go to an organization. When problems are faced by the people, they raise the need of a particular law through media like TV channels and newspapers. The citizen plays a crucial role in coming of a new law. But who has an important role in making laws? So, the Parliament has an important role in making laws. But first, we will understand that what is the procedure of coming of a new law. What is the procedure of coming of a new law? In this, the Parliament has an important role in making laws. There are many ways through which this takes place, and it is often different groups in society that raise the need for a particular law. An important role of parliaments is to be sensitive to the problems faced by the people. For example, when people feel there is a need of law, they go to an organization. Then several organizations discussed on the complaint and then prepare a draft of laws. The draft is then sent to minister. He introduces the law. Then voting of several ministers of Lok Sabha takes place. If it is approved by Lok Sabha, it is sent to Committee 1 for further procedure. Also, if it is getting approval by Committee 1, it is then sent to Rajya Sabha. Here ministers vote again. Approved bill is sent to Committee 2. After approval, it goes to President, and if President approves it, then the new law is introduced in society. On the screen, you can see the story to understand how issue of domestic violence was brought to the attention of Parliament and the process adopted for this issue to become law. With the help of this example, the role of citizen is crucial in helping Parliament frame different concerns that people might have into laws, for establishing the needs for a new law to its being passed. At every stage of the process, the voice of the citizens is a crucial element. This voice can be heard through TV reports, newspaper, editorials, radio broadcast, local meetings, all the which help in making the work that Parliament does more accessible and transparent to the people. Laws which are passed by the Parliament by due procedure but are repressive and are opposed by a large section of a society are known as unpopular laws. And controversial laws are those which favor one section of the society against the others. Many examples of unpopular or controversial laws in India's parliamentary history might include, for example, the Citizenship Amendment Act, Demonetization, Goods and Services Tax, Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code, Amendment to the Right to Information. In the Citizenship Amendment Act, this law passed in 2019 sparked significant controversy due to its provision granting citizenship to certain non-Muslim refugees from neighboring countries. Critics argued that it was discriminatory and against the secular principles of the Indian Constitution. In demonetization in 2016, the India government demonetized 500 and 1000 rupees currency notes, leading to widespread disruption in the economy. Many people criticized the move, citing its adverse effects on business and the general public. In Goods and Services Tax, although GST aimed to simplify the tax system, it faced resistance and criticism during its initial implementation due to concern about the impact on business and prices of goods and services. In short, it is essential to remember that public perception of laws can vary significantly, and what might be considered unpopular or controversial by some can be viewed as necessary and just by others. Democratic processes like debates, discussion and voting in Parliament are intended to address such differing viewpoints and arrive at a consensus while making the amending laws. Unpopular and controversial law. But first we will understand that what is unpopular and what is controversial law. Hope now you will understand the structure of the Indian Parliament, its two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and the roles and functions of each house in the law-making process. With the help of this map, you can easily see that there are 543 total seats in existing parliament constituencies in India. Thank you.